Okay, Commissioner May, it is now 11:45. Over to you, please.
Very good.
Okay, thank you very much, Director Wong. Before we get started, this is a very auspicious occasion today with Director Wong's birthday, so I do want to take a moment and ask everyone to please help me in wishing him a very happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Director Wong.
Happy birthday.
Thank you all.
Anytime.
Commissioner May, thank you. Yeah. Not bad for 106, right?
Right.
Okay, sorry, I lost my earpiece. So with that, we will just, sounded like the bell went off. Do we have another commissioner with us, or are we going with what we? I keep hearing a bell.
Those are additional folks that are chiming in. Right now, commissioners, you just have you, Commissioner Hanson,
Okay.
and Commissioner.
Okay, so we will just go ahead and get started with our pre-commission agenda. First, we have the general housekeeping items. Welcome, Mr. Daigle. Somebody's calling.
No.
Nope.
There.
Okay.
Okay. So if there is nothing, then we will just move into discussion of our meeting agenda. Any issues or concerns?
Commissioner May, if I could,
No.
please, again on
Yes,
item.
please, Director Wong.
Thank you. On item number 6, again, as I explained last night, we have had some indication that another company may want to protest the bid award, if you elect to make the bid award, as we recommend. Again, the rules of engagement are nothing happens until the commission makes the award, and if the company then wants to protest that, then we'll put that up on the agenda at a later date. And I do want to let you all know that we do have the general counsel in the auditorium, along with Stacy and me,
And me.
and Commissioner Baker.
And for the record, Commissioner Goldthorpe is on the phone.
Nothing happens
Okay.
until the next
Okay,
meeting.
welcome, Commissioner Goldthorpe and Mr. Price.
That then we'll put that up on the agenda. I do want to let you all council in the auditorium, along with Stacy and Commissioner Baker.
Yeah.
And for the record, Commissioner Goldthorpe is on the phone.
Nothing happens until the next meeting.
Welcome, Commissioner Goldthorpe and Mr. Price.
So is it Commissioner Goldthorpe who doesn't have his phone?
I'm getting a lot of feedback, so I just want to remind everybody to just please make sure no one else is talking so that we don't lose anything, since we are streaming and
Yes.
voices start to get a little
Hello?
troubled.
Oh, Commissioner Arnold is also on the phone now.
Okay. Good morning, Commissioner Arnold.
Good morning.
Like we've got all 5 signed in. Director Wong, do you want to continue now on with your director's report?
Yes, just a couple things, Commissioners. First off, again, as I reported to you all last night, there are no issues that we're aware of at this point throughout Ada County regarding last night's earthquake. Can you imagine it? We have COVID-19 on top of an earthquake. Just an interesting scenario here. Maintenance did a tremendous job of immediately going out and looking at the infrastructure. No issues at both Adams, Cloverdale, and such that we were aware of at this point. Maintenance continues to review our fuel tanks, our fuel pits, to make sure there's no unintended leaks. We do have warning devices out there, but we're just doing a double check. We'll also be looking at the mad chloride tanks, both at the pits and at both Adams and Cloverdale. But at this point, no issues. The TMC had no interruption whatsoever. They did a tremendous job out there. All signalization and cameras stayed on, no interruption whatsoever. I did have a quick discussion with most of the mayors last night to see if there's anything that their responders had noticed that we hadn't. The answer was no. There were a couple gas leaks at residences and such, but the appropriate folks responded to those. Today, our inspectors are continuing to look for fallen rocks. We're Okay, looking for fallen rocks and stuff. We've received no indication of any issues at this point. So bottom line, we're in good shape with that. Now, a quick update on operations. Again, the protocols that we've set in place are working incredibly well. The essential tasks that we talked about earlier that are all being accomplished across the board. Now, we have some indications that some of our contractors may be deciding to stop work for the protection of their team members. Absolutely great. We'll support whatever that takes going forward. We have several of our team members that are working with the EOC. Of course, that's Brooke Green and Tom Furch. I spoke with them earlier this morning. We received a request from the EOC to help them in a couple different areas because they don't have the bandwidth to be able to do all the things that I think they're being asked to do. So I've approved additional support, but based within the guidelines of what the governor's order states. So we will be watching that very, very closely. But again, Brooke and Tom are doing a great job over there at the EOC. Other than that, things continue to move forward. All of you were paid yesterday, so that is a great thing. We are in the midst, as I shared with you earlier, the ITD ICAP audit, and last week went great. Hopefully, it will be done by the end of next week, and we look forward to another thumbs up from ITD. This is all being done electronically, which is a first, and such. So that's a great issue. So other than that, unless you have questions for us. Things are going well. I think some of you have already received your phone calls from HR just to check in.
Yes.
As you are all team members of employees of the district, HR is checking in with everybody, and we're going to continue this on a rotational basis, as are our deputy directors, our managers, and stuff. And I will tell you that for the most part, the response has been absolutely tremendous. That our team members who are at home, working at home, and out on the front line are getting that personal outreach and touch from the building here. So that's going very, very well. I hope you all saw the update from that HR sent out regarding St. Al's and the centralized website for just ACHD to check in on all the current status of COVID-19 issues, health help, where things are being placed, and that sort of thing, and such. So if you haven't, please let me know. I will send that link back out again today. But that was a nice step from St. Al's in supporting us. Speaking of healthcare, again, I think I briefed you earlier this week, but I did ask our team to reach out to our health insurance group, and we should expect an increase of some sorts in next year's healthcare costs. We'll talk about that at the appropriate time. But the budget team is already putting a placeholder in the proposed budget for next year regarding that. That's not likely going to be a possibility. It's going to be a reality as we move forward. Plans and projects, as we've shared with you the last couple days, is working feverishly on understanding what the impact will be to current and planned projects, both in this year and in the following year or two, when it comes down to what we think we can do and what we're going to have to recommend to all of you to punt or to reprogram. I don't have specifics on that right now. They're working hard at that, but more to you on that as that comes in. Other than that, things are going as advertised, and the spirits in the building are doing very well with the very few of us that are actually here at the time and such. So, commissioners, unless you have any questions, that completes my director's report for this session.
Thank you, Director Wong, and thank you very much to you and your team. and all that they're doing to keep things going and moving as smoothly and seamlessly as possible. Commissioners, does anybody have any questions or statements or issues?
Madam President?
Commissioner Baker.
Yeah, I just wanted to say I understand the contractors and, being fearful because of the information that's coming out. However, this is also the optimum time for road construction because there's absolutely nobody on the roads anymore. So I think if there's a way we can encourage them to stay on the job, maybe with our help, if they need supplies or something, that might be the best thing, because when we come out of this, the road construction is going to start, and it would just be, I think, so nice if a lot of the projects were at least complete or mostly complete by the time that more people are going to be using the roads.
Commissioner Baker, Madam President, Commissioners, a great point.
And just as an aside, they are doing this in other states. I know that. I've heard that road construction pace in other states,
Yeah.
so bigger states.
In the governor's order, he specifically called out infrastructure and construction, both for commercial, housing, roads, as essential business. That being said,
I know that.
we'll play this as events occur and such. But we've already taken some very proactive steps in understanding what the impact could be, and we'll roll that out to you earlier. But I don't think that we would be in the best of light if a construction company said we are shutting down based on concerns for our team members, and we went, well, how about this?
No, I'm not saying
Yeah.
that. I'm just saying, it's unfortunate because
Yeah.
there's nobody on the roads. This is the
Right.
perfect time to do road
Yeah,
construction.
no, and we're out there. We were out there. Does that answer that question, sort of?
It was a really good question.
Okay, does that sort of?
Sure.
Yes, ma'am, thank you.
Did you see the tellus that came in this morning asking about the traffic counts out on Hill Road? I think Bogus Basin Road was mentioned. What is that? What's going on up there? To Commissioner Baker's point, there's no cars out on the road.
Commissioner, I saw that. I don't have an answer. My suspicion is it has something to do with the construction that's going on at the school, redoing the school, but we'll check.
Okay, I was just curious all right. Thank you, Director Wong. Anybody else? Okay, thank you very much. Have a cupcake while we've got a couple minutes.
You have 2 minutes, and I've already had 2.
Okay.
And they are excellent.
Very good.
They are absolutely excellent.
Very good.
No, we've been keeping in close contact with all of our construction.
Mr. Daigle, did your house shake last night?
Yeah, I just,
Yeah, no, I get it.
Can you
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh yeah, it shook really, really well.
Yeah, I thought of you. I was going to give you a call. We really were moving over here.
My wife goes, "What is that?" And I go, "Well, you're from California. Don't you recognize an earthquake when you feel one?"
Right.
What was interesting was the noise, the roar.
Yeah, it sounded like a train.
I have been in several earthquakes when I was stationed in California, but none quite that severe, and none with the associated roar. I walked outside to check on some of the neighbors, and the guy across the street, who's a retired oncologist out of San Francisco, he moved in about 2 winters ago. He came out and he goes, "Damn it, I moved here to get away from these things."
Yeah.
And I said, "I just wanted to make it feel at home."
Yeah.
So,
But no more. That's it.
your house get any damage or anything? Or are you okay?
No, we've definitely removing. Chairs were moving across the floor. We got some glass that broke in the kitchen. And, it seemed like it went on a little longer than 20 seconds. But, it definitely made an impression.
Yeah, we're going to have to.
Glad you're okay.
I may have to just take a quick trip up to my cabin in Crouch and see, if there's anything.
Yeah.
That's only 30 miles away from the epicenter. So
Yeah.
I called the neighbors and go, "Yeah, your cabin's still standing, but
Oh,
I
boy.
asked them if they have any damage. They said no. So I don't anticipate anything, but I'm going to have to go check anyway."
Yeah, just get eyes on it.
Yeah,
that-
exactly.
Yeah, satisfy yourself. I'm glad everybody's okay.
I show it's time.
Ready to go? Okay,
Yes.
we'll go ahead and call our meeting to order. Director Wong, did you want to lead the pledge?
Yes, please, thank you. Be honored to. Stand, please, and follow with me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America,
United States of America,
for which it stands, one nation, under God,
under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all.
All right, thank you very much. Our first item on for business today is to adopt our agenda. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, motion passes. Next, our consent agenda. Items on the consent agenda are considered to be routine and will be enacted by one motion. There will be no separate discussion on these items unless a commissioner or citizen so requests, in which case the item will be removed from the consent agenda and placed on the regular agenda. All consent agenda items are commission action items unless noted. Is there a motion?
I move we approve the consent agenda.
Second. All right, we have a motion with a second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. We have no items on our regular agenda, so that takes us down to public communications. Is there anybody online or in the auditorium that would like to address the commission? No? Hearing none? We will stand adjourned. Thank you
Thank you,
very much,
Commissioners.
everybody. Stay safe and stay well.
Have a
Thank
nice
you all.
day.
Bye.
Thank you all. Bye. Thank you. Stay well.